British government apologizes to Peter Obi over illegal detention. It is worthy to note that Mr. Peter Obi, the former Anambra State Governor and the presidential candidate for the Labour Party, was however on the 7th of April 2023 arrested at the Heathrow Airport in London from Nigeria on Good Friday. Welcome to InfoGist TV, and we're going to be following up Mr. Peter Obi and his ordeals from the recent times, from him being at the airport and being arrested, and certain governors have actually come out to tell him to step down. Now, the United Kingdom government has apologized to the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, after an immigration official admitted he wrongly handed him a detention note in a search of a man who impersonated him to commit perjury, forgery, and identity theft. Now, a statement released on Labour Party's website says the UK government also said the uncomplimentary treatment he received was completely unacceptable and issued a personal apology. Frankly, the immigration officials' action has been appalling, and we're sorry, the United Kingdom immigration authorities was quoted as saying. Now, the spokesman for the party's campaign council during Onifade was made this known via a statement released on Wednesday, April 12th, said the former governor of Anambra State was detained and questioned for a duplication offense, suggesting that someone must have been impersonating him in London. The immigration officials were said to have accosted Obi when he arrived at Heathrow Airport in London from Nigeria on Good Friday, the 7th of April 2023. While on the queue for the necessary airport protocols, the officials handed him a detention note and told him to step aside. He was questioned for a long time, and it was very strange for a man who lived for over a decade in that country. Since the impersonator is still at large, the scenario is unimaginable, as Obi could be implicated for a series of forbidden acts and even framed in a manner that could be a huge embarrassment to him, his family, his party, and the obedience movement, and Nigeria generally, where he currently remains the conscience of the people. The immigration officials, who were also taken aback at the reaction of the people, were forced to reveal that Obi was being questioned for duplication offense, meaning that someone had been impersonating him in London. The high implication of the offense is that the impersonator could be committing all kinds of weighty crimes and other dubious acts, and could be recorded in Obi's name, Onifade said. Many more about this is coming up on InfoGist TV. We're moving ahead to Nnamani as he tells Peter Obi to come down from his high horses to allow the sedate minds negotiate on behalf of the Igbos. A lot of things have actually been following Peter Obi ever since then, but we're going to focus now on Nnamani's speech as he tells Peter Obi to step down. Now, former governor of Enugu State, Senator Chimaroke Nnamani, has asked the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, to withdraw his petition against the president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu, stating that it is a dead-on arrival. Nnamani made the remarks in a statement issued to reporters on Sunday, April 23. He said Obi does not have the spread or national appeal, as his appeal to non-electoral matters is to demarcate the president-elect and besmirch his reputation. He added that what Obi is doing is, with a precision, is ego-driven, a joke carried too far. The statement reads, his petition is dead on arrival. He does not have to spread or national appeal. His appeal to non-electoral matters is to demarcate the president-elect and besmirch his reputation. He does not have near spread and national appeal. His petition is ego-driven, a joke carried too far. His attempt to highlight on non-electoral issues is trying to embarrass President-elect. So this is the man supporting Peter Obi. Obi needs to come down from his high horses to allow sedate minds to negotiate on behalf of the Igbos and the Southeast for safe landing, to include our stake in the national palaver and share of the acquires of the Commonwealth. Now, we must join the mainstream and participate in the making of a new Nigeria. We are not going anywhere. We can't wait and ready to bargain for our own share. It is a common knowledge that others are doing the same. Igbos have to confront reality now or be consigned to the backwoods of history. Time to come, a line is now. Now, Nnamani has actually told Obi to actually step down and let the Igbos handle the case, because he feels that taking the president-elect to court is dead on arrival, and him bringing up other cases probably is not what people want. So social media users actually took to air out their opinions, and someone actually said after the election they were shouting, "Go to court." Now that Peter Obi has dragged them to court, they changed the case to withdraw the case, and the camp is in panic. And now someone says looking at Nnamani as a failed leader and a selfish man. He has never been sensible in his life, despite all the government appointments that he has done in Igbo land. And finally, someone else here says, since Peter Obi made his man lose Senate in Enugu State after 20 years of being a senator body, has been peppering him ever since then. That's the much we have on Nnamani. We're moving on to Governor Umahi. As he says, people who voted for Labour Party in the last presidential election did it in protest against the All Progressive Congress and the People's Democratic Party, and not for Peter Obi. So you would realize that during the election that we had what was called the Peter Obi effect, as most Labour Party people who actually emerged as winners were not even the people the other exactly understand and wanted to be in position, but somehow, somewhere, because of the Peter Obi effect, some of them were actually made at some point in some positions that they never even expected it. So Governor Umahi is actually saying that people did it because they were actually trying to rebel against APC and PDP, not really because they wanted Peter Obi to win. So we're going to look at that story quickly. Now, Governor Dave Umahi of Ebonyi State has said that people in his state do not vote for the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, but rather voted for his party in protest against the APC and the PDP during the February 25th election of 2023 presidential election. Now, Umahi, who is a chieftain of the APC and was rooting for his presidential candidate, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, disclosed this during an interview on Channels TV. He said his family members conspired against him to vote for Peter Obi. According to him, he was surprising that President Buhari and the president-elect lost their state to the opposition parties at the February 25 polls. In all honesty, I didn't give any chance to the Labour Party to win any election in my state, Ebonyi State, because what we have put in place was such that no other political party should be able to win anything, not even councillorship election in my state. I saw the Labour Party vote as a protest against my party, the All Progressive Congress, and the People's Democratic Party. That was him saying it. And he said, I was even surprised, even my family, there was a conspiracy against me. I did not know that they voted for Peter Obi. But in the other election, they voted for APC because of what we've done in the state. It was not a vote for His Excellency Peter Obi as such. There is simply hardship and challenges in Nigeria, as he said. A lot of things have actually been following Mr. Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, as recently he has been on the news in different phases and in different points, and we're hoping he gets through his challenges.